Hi மக்களே வணக்கம். Welcome to Chitty's Corner. Before going into the video, please subscribe my channel. In today's video, I'm going to introduce a new playlist which is going to be of technical content. So I ensure that this playlist will serve most of the technical solutions where you are in search of, and also we are going to cover many programming languages and other technical concepts that is prevalent in the industry. This playlist will give you a detailed insight on what is what. Before getting into something, you can get a clear insight when you watch this playlist of that particular topic. So I ensure this need is met. So as a part of this, today I am going to give a brief introduction on real world application of Python. Yes, before learning any languages as it is better to understand the application, in which area it is being used, what are all its application and all that. So it will create a better view on the language, and also it will kindle your learning more. You can learn the language faster to meet your needs. So I also promise that I am going to cover several departments of applications where Python is being used, and I am promising you that I'll be adding some mini projects and industrial solutions for all these domains separately in the video series. So please go through the series and enjoy the videos. So before going into the detailed one, I'll just give the agenda of what are all the application areas that we are going to cover as a part of this video. The first one is web development. Python has a lot of libraries and frameworks that aids web development, even gaming development. The real gamers are even equally interested in developing new games. So if you are such a person, then we have a lot of libraries available in Python, and it can be a plugin to some other gaming tools as well. So that is one application. Scientific and numeric application, we have a lot of libraries that support statistical as well as scientific calculations. Instead of deriving it for a longer pages and pages, we have a single function called to compute the solution and give it for you. So that's one thing. The next one is one of the big sector in the industry, like AI and ML, artificial intelligence and machine learning. In this, right, even a small startup company till the big industrial giant are putting most of the engineers effort in coming up for a better AI and ML solution for their products and services. So Python aids a very good support in rendering this service. So we have a lot of libraries, a lot of toolkits available to support the artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions. We have a lot of inbuilt Python algorithms that can be directly implemented in your business solutions. So in order to lessen all the manual efforts and automation efforts, we want a predictive solution, which is nothing but AI. So that AI is particularly perfectly aided by Python. So the other one is the desktop GUI. In desktop GUI, we have a lot of libraries which will go in detail in the future slides. So in these libraries, we can create a desktop GUI, we can automate a GUI operations. So all these are made successful with Python. So next one is software development. With this as a base language, we can develop any software. For beginners, Python will be a very friendly language to develop a software. From learning Python, you can learn any language, because it will prove that only your logical thinking matters and language doesn't. So in that way, it aids a very important role there. So education programs and training courses, many of the training softwares and others are running Python as its core engine. Language development is other domain where, by seeing Python, many other new languages have pitched in the industry with Python as the base template for them. And then operating systems, yes, Python works on all operating systems. So all the cross platform implementations are possible with Python. Web scraping applications, image processing and graphic design applications, so that comes as a part of scientific and numeric applications as well. So this is a subsystem of that. So enterprise level and business applications, so if you are a new business person, you are going to incorporate something new into your business, so you want to monitor your business patterns and all that, right? So we have toolkits and frameworks available for that, to enhance your business, to analyze your business pattern, your sales report and all that. So all these are possible. Let's go in detail with all these topics in the future slides. So as a part of web development, we come across several libraries that supports web development from Python. All the major industries are moving their web designs and web portal applications to run on Python from the existing web languages like PHP, HTML5 and all that. So why this is being migrated? Because of the simplicity and easier maintenance that is made possible with Python. So one such libraries are like few of them are listed here, like Django, Pyramid, Flask, Bottle. Bottle is for like a minimal requirement with a minimal memory management system and all that. So Django is a very big framework. You can manage very much huge application with huge DB integrations and all that. So the Django is a very big web development platform that is supported by Python. Bottle is at a smaller level. Pyramid and Flask are equally important web development libraries that we'll discuss as a mini projects in the future videos. So it aids advanced content management systems with the Plon and Django CMS. CMS is nothing but content management systems. So as always, like we have a software bundle that is being generated out of these libraries that is also available in the industry. So it's a standard package that is being available. We can import each one of them separately as per our needs, also in our software needs. And also we are having a provision to the ports that can link to the software protocols like HTTP, SMTP, IMAP, which are nothing but layer 7s and emailing protocols. So all these are possible as a part of web development. We'll get a separate video as soon as possible with a mini project explaining the applications of each module. Next important platform that we are going to see is game development. So in gaming, right, we have independent gaming engines with which once we install that particular engine, we can create and design games of our own. Yes, Python has one such Python based independent game engine, which is nothing but PySoy, which is a 3D based game engine. Next one is the Pygame, which is an independent library which is used for scripting, developing games using coding. So that is a Pygame. We'll get a video on this sooner using Pygame. And also Python has been supporting scripting language for many other game engines that is available in the industry. Some of the major games that we come across day to day life are World of Tanks, Battlefield 2, Frets on Fire, Disney's Toontown, Civilization 4, Vega Strike. All these games are like containing Python as the foundation language. So with all this are developed with this Pygame library. This is one good information on this domain. Coming to scientific and numeric applications, right? So this finds a very intense application. Without these libraries, any development will be a question mark, like DB management or even your UI development. Everything makes use of this for handling so much of that data and calculating things. So few such libraries are like SciPy, NumPy, Pandas. IPython is one of the interactive Python module with which you can code on the go and run the particular code snippet and find out errors and fix it then and there and go. So the one of the toolkit that is available as a package itself is like NLP toolkit. So FreeCAD and Abacus are some applications which is mathematical and scientific which is made use of these libraries, and that is being developed and available in real time. So this is one good information in this domain. Next heroic domain is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So many of you who are watching this video might know PyTorch as one of the beginner platform or library that is made use of by everyone to start their let's say engineering project or mini project or something. If you want to do start with AI and ML, so PyTorch is very much friendly. So other such libraries are like Theano, Scrappy, TensorFlow, Keras, and all that. So scikit-learn is one of the toolkit that is available for machine learning. Similarly, without the help of SciPy, NumPy and Pandas, calculations part of the machine learning stuff, statistical things are not possible. So they are one of the important modules that play a key role in this particular domain. So we have one other module called Seaborn, which is for data visualization and analysis, which finds application in the data analytics industry. So that is one important thing. Next, we would like to see on the desktop GUI and software development. These are some major areas where we need to touch upon. So coming to GUI, like we have modules like PyQt, PyGTK, Kiwi, Tkinter, WXPython, PyGUI, so PySide. So these are some important GUI libraries. We have several other GUI automation packages like Lackey. So that is also made use of for GUI automation and development. So when I say like this blankly, you can understand like for this particular need, these libraries are made use of. When we go and understand the real-time usage of these particular libraries in future videos, you will get a clarity on how they are used, why they are used, and all that. So we'll get a detailed videos on all these in the future months. So next one is the software development. So as a part of software development in industry, we have build control mechanism developed out of Python. Test automation, majority 90% of the test automation in the industry are made possible with Python compared to other major languages available. And we have a release management, which are industrial terms, so even that is made possible with Python. One simple and super fact is like YouTube and Instagram are two major companies they who have recoded their existing core engine, which is available in C and ancient languages, to Python very recently in 2018s and 19s. They completely recoded it only because of the simplicity of the code and easier maintenance of the code base and all that. So this is one interesting thing to know about. Other applications like language development, in that we have CoffeeScript as one best example. It is a language that has developed with Python as the base language. It follows all the regulations and conventions that Python follows, with which Python is actually developed. So beside being Python itself a simpler language, it helps the engineers and the innovators to design their own independent language with this as the base language. So on the web scraping front, we have Mechanical Soup, Scrapy, Beautiful Soup. Python Request is one good API hitting module that is used to interact with your web elements. Selenium, one similar UI automation framework that is incorporated with Python. And URL-lib for interacting with your UI using URL and getting things done. So all these are some Python web scraping tools. And as we discussed, right, it is Python is useful in supporting the booming industrial technologies like AI, ML, data science, and IoT. So before learning any new language, my simple thought is like to move on to the applications and sectors where that language is being used of. After getting a clarity, it is better to learn the new language of your interest. So thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe for future content. So I'm planning to add mini projects and all these libraries that I have discussed as a part of this slide. Also, please comment what other languages you guys want me to cover up in this playlist. Thank you.